did, so I was kind of cooked. But I want to show the last couple games I had because, dude, they were insane today. All right, let me show you this first game. Dude, this was absurd. This was absurd. So he plays a level 16 Hog Rider in the beginning, and I already thought I was cooked from the beginning, bro. I thought from the jump, I'm like, oh, GG's. You feel me? But luckily, he gets no damage the first play. Unfortunately, he throws a Mega Knight right there. And the way he placed it, too, was to where his Mega Knight was going to survive with his minions, but also so the tower was doing damage. So it was kind of cooked for me at first. But I had some play. I played the Ice Golem. Now, I could have played the P.E.K.K.A here, chat, but the main reason I wanted to wait was because I just had a feeling, in a sense, that Mega Knight wasn't going to be, like, the ultimate thing. So, like, I get a hit with this P.E.K.K.A right here, but then, like, bro, look what he places. A level 15 Prince. Like, that's cooked. So I used the lightning spell expecting to be able to get both the hits. But for some reason, I almost feel like the P.E.K.K.A is hit slower with the hero. I know people say it's the same thing, but bro, it's I don't know. I want to get someone that 20 win challenge in 2024. That's insane. 20 win challenge is gnarly. So as you can see right here, we're up damage by about 600, maybe 500. But he plays this. He plays the minions and hogs. And I thought I was low-key cooked. But I used the zaps and we were able to do pretty well here. The thing is, the reason I swapped it out for zap instead of rage was because of the fact that it resets. And look at that damage right there. Now, this is the problem I have coming towards me. Level 15 Prince. I tried my best. He has zap. But on top of that, chat, Prince is one of the most broken cards in the game. Look what he just did to that cannon. You feel me? So I was kind of thinking like, oh, GG's. Like, my tower's gone. I played against someone that had a freeze and vines in the same deck. Dude, freeze and vines would be absurd. I mean, that... Yeesh. I don't know. Yeesh. I don't know. Yeesh. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But then he throws this. So now, like, when people place cards in the back, I'm like, oh, great. They're going to build up a push. GG's. Vines and freeze is better. Vines is freeze, but better. Yeah, literally. I definitely think, dude, freeze... sorry. Vines, I think, is a great card. And that's why I was playing it. Because, like, it's such a useful card. And that's what helped me really get to, right, that 8,000 to 9,000 trophies was Vines. Because people would, like, use barbs. Hold on. We gotta speak about this. Hold on. Bro, this build-up was insane. A P.E.K.K.A Princess Golem Mega Knight. He plays a Mega Knight, but I have a level 18 P.E.K.K.A on his tower. So when he plays the Inferno Dragon, he zaps, but I play the Vines card. Which the Vines card just literally makes everything just do so much damage. Like, this build-up was absolutely insane. Like, everything just filed up correctly, and it was just hard to counter. So then he places his Hog Rider, so I throw one of these Mega Knights. He Fireball pre-fired, which was so good for me, because that means he just wasted 4 Elixir, because it literally didn't do any tower to damage or anything. And then, dude, look at the look at the top, bro. Oh my goodness, he didn't counter it for some reason. So then I play a beautiful Vines right here. I get literally thousands of damage from that tower with that Vines. Like, yes, Freeze would have done really well there, but then I had a second Mega Knight I was able to place because of having that 3 Elixir instead of 4. And then, as you can see, we have this Inferno Dragon, which, by the way, Evo Inferno Dragon is so busted. This is where I got scared. Dude, I throw the Goblin Barrel, but he throws a Mega Knight. And I was thinking, like, oh, GG. It's like he just threw a Mega Knight. Like, I might be dead here. And, dude, this build-up push was disgusting because of how good the Inferno Dragon was. So, basically, I tried to do what I possibly could. I threw the Zap. I do the Pancake ability, which, by the way, Hero is... I take back everything I said. Like, the Hero is so broken. Am I using Evo Zap? No, I'm using Evo Goblin Barrel, and I'm using Evo Mega Knight in this deck. And honestly, it works quite well. Because it's just like it's almost like a Skarmy that's thrown at them. In my opinion. So as you can see, I Lightning Spell and hit this left tower for so much damage. So now I have 2 options in order to get this. And it worked out really well. So he throws a Fireball there, but he keeps expecting me to play Cannon. But I understand that people pre-fire. Because I love to pre-fire. So what I tried to do could be completely different. That was just my goal. Zap here. Gets a tiny bit of damage, but it was only really zap value. Mega Knight splashes hits the tower for the game. Actually insane game. Like, he had a Evo Mega Knight on my tower, but sometimes you gotta just make that split decision, whether you just push hard or not. Zap is kind of bad without the Evo, honestly, but you need those 2 Evos. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, dude, Evo Zap is pretty good, I won't lie. And I'm gonna try and use it more. And in fact, today we'll probably do like a Hero P.E.K.K.A cycle as like a fun challenge video. But I don't know, dude. Evo Goblin Barrel is insane because like when you throw both of them, what I like to do sometimes is if my right tower is a little bit lower, I throw the good Goblin Barrel on the left side just so I can get a bunch of damage to kind of average out both towers. So just in case I need to push the other tower for whatever reason, I can do so. Like that's why I like it personally. So the next deck we go up against is this, which is Evo Wizard, which he looks like a free to play. Evo Wizard, Mega Knight, Witch, and Electro Wizard. Now, I don't remember even seeing Electro Wizard much when he was playing. And I'm not gonna lie, if he played more Electro Wizard, he probably would have won this game. Basically, like 2 Elixir Arrows. Oh, yeah, that's fair. No, I'm not saying, like, Evo Zap is definitely good. And it might actually do decent with this deck, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Evo Goblin. We'll try it. I definitely think Evo Zap is an interesting play. So the guy plays Mega Knight first play, by the way. So that's something like I kind of thought was intriguing. Now, when he plays behind it kind of throws me off, which is Wizard. Now, what was good about this is that I always put the P.E.K.K.A on the Wizard first because I know the P.E.K.K.A's going to one-tap it. Now, with this P.E.K.K.A in specific, the more hits I get, the better because I'm able to level that more. And I got so many hits here. So we played a Mega Knight in the back, which was so helpful. So we get to level 19 on the P.E.K.K.A, and then bam, whack damage. Now we did, look how much damage that was. Bro, that was so much damage with that P.E.K.K.A tower hit. And then we yop the tower right there. Now, literally, as soon as he placed that card, my first, like, scare was like, oh, brother, like, I have to counter this. So I placed the Ice Golem here, and it walks it really well. And, dude, I read y'all comments and stuff like that, like on the YouTube shorts. A lot of people tell me, like, a lot of cards are really easy to counter when you kite them. And so that's what I did there, and it worked really well. Using 2 Elixir, and then obviously the Princess, but, like, for the most part, most of the work was done there because of the Ice Golem. Then, Goblin Barrel gets thrown. I know he has arrows, but I didn't really think farther than that. Also, dude, is Fireball arrows like a normal thing? Like 2 spells like that? For some, it always throws me off, dude, because a lot of people will Fireball a Goblin Barrel. I'm like, that's a bit odd. So, look. All right, anyways, he plays Witch, and I was expecting him to either play Mega Knight or Wizard. And then this is what he plays. He plays Evo Wizard. Now, I don't know how it got rid of that, by the way, that little, the ability thing. I don't know. But the P.E.K.K.A's level 18, I was able to do literally like almost a third of damage, maybe a fourth of damage on the P.E.K.K.A. So I see this here, and I was thinking, what is he going to place? And at first, I was going to place another P.E.K.K.A, but then I saw that he played an Executioner behind it, and I thought it'd be way better to throw the Mega Knight first and then a P.E.K.K.A. So then I throw that first, and then I hit a little Zap spell. And low-key, I was kind of expecting the Zap spell to reset like a little bit longer, but it's okay. I had to go grab food. Hey, welcome back, bro. So then, as you can see here, the Wizard does a bunch of damage here, but I didn't want to like throw something like a P.E.K.K.A at there because a Witch literally destroys P.E.K.K.A almost every day of the week. Like, dude, it is absurd. So I'm glad I threw the Goblin Barrel, as you can see, all the way around the tower, because if I threw it at the very front, it would have been splashed. You feel me? So I'm glad we did that. I'm actually, like, very glad we did that. All right, as you can see here, bro, big plethora of a push. But this time, differently, I placed Vines. And I think that would have actually helped tremendously, even though we got the win. I think the Vine spell was just way better of, like, a good thing. But that was game 2. And the final game in order to get us to 10,000 trophies was this game. So this guy is just basically a log bait deck, a little bit lower leveled comparatively to my deck. I'm going to keep it a buck. However, this was an interesting game in my opinion because honestly, I sold in the beginning and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Like I literally completely sold myself in the very beginning of this game. So as you can see, beginning of the game starts like a completely normal game. I throw a princess down and he throws the Goblin Barrel. He throws his princess also with his Ice Spirit. I always like to throw a Vines on the Goblin Barrel because it's 3 elixir for 3 elixir, and it completely takes it out. So I throw a P.E.K.K.A already. He throws a Knight. Now, excuse me. What I try and do is I try and pre-fire all the time. I did sell here because, as you can see, he plays that Goblin Gang, and it kills my P.E.K.K.A. However, I'd rather pre-fire and deal with the consequences later. So I look what I did here. I completely started tweaking out, bro. I don't know, like my brain completely froze here. Literally, like when I saw it, I thought for way too long. Like, and when it comes to Clash Royale, you have to like really think on your toes. Bro, I put the ice golem in the front, cannon in the back. I literally thought the game was over because of this. Genuinely, I'm like, oh, the game's over. And then on top of that, he places an Inferno Tower. So I'm really thinking this game is over. But for whatever reason, this guy's cycle was just really bad because I was able to get so much damage with that princess. If he had the knight in a better cycle, I wouldn't barely gotten any damage. And then as you can see, he has 0 elixir. So then he just lets that goblin barrel slide, and I'm now hundreds and actually 2,000 damage up comparatively to my tower. So I'm really thinking like, wow, this was the comeback I genuinely needed to come back from this game. So as you can see here, he has the goblin barrel ready to throw. He throws another one, and luckily I have vines ready to just trap it up, bro. W trap. Now, as you can see here, he's trying to see what she's going to play next. I throw the P.E.K.K.A down last second, so then it's going to lock onto the princess. So then later, he's going to about to throw... Oh, I thought he throws a knight here. No, he throws the log here, and then he throws the goblin gang. But the log pushes it... Hold on. There's a lot more here than you need to see. Hold on. Back that up. Look. P.E.K.K.A goes down. Then, as you can see here, he hits the log. So this log is super, super important for me. And I say that because, look, the P.E.K.K.A is about to hit the tower, but it gets hit by the goblin gang right here. And then this princess was locked onto the tower, but since the log goes back, then it gets relocked onto said goblin gang right here, and to where I'm able to take that tower. And on top of that, I throw a goblin gang, P.E.K.K.A gets a hit, and then he just stops attacking. Like, I mean, that last part of the game was insane. If he didn't log there, I probably wouldn't have yopped the tower like that. Because that log reset the princess. Like, that is just insane to see, right? Like, when you really look at the details, like, God bless, bro. Like, God had to be there. How does that happen? Bro, like, that is so, like micro. Like, you wouldn't think that would occur. But, last thing I want to see, bro. Yo, did he hit 10K? Dude, look, this guy hit 10K. Let's go. That's so sick. Did this guy hit 10K? No. Oh, no, this guy's not at 10K yet. Good luck to lucking. What about Wasabi? He's not 10K. What about that YouTuber? Like I said, chat, we went up against a YouTuber that had Musky Hog Lumberloon. Very interesting deck for sure. Oh, he didn't hit it. Hopefully he does, bro. Good luck to him. Wow. So out of everyone we went up against, only one.